Hello, and welcome back to our obviously delayed stream where we're all matching, kind of. And I'm really sorry about the delay. We had a window repair that was scheduled for the same time as the stream, but to make up for it, we're gonna give away some platinum right off the bat, just to start this stream off in a... All right, so we're gonna roll the dice. If you were logged in and you've been waiting this whole time for the stream to start, now's your chance. Roll the dice. The first platinum prize winner of the day is CWJL. It's just 4 letters. Goal! So thank you. You've won 1,000 platinum.
I see no sound.
I see no sound. No sound?
There's obviously some latency.
Can you hear us?
Leighton.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you just threw off my groove.
Can you re-announce who won, just in case?
I can re-announce
okay.
who won.
Okay.
The first platinum prize winner of 1,000 platinum is.
Ranger JJ needs to be removed.
Why? Oh, bad words are. You guys are just throwing my jam off.
Sorry.
My jam.
We're excited to see everyone in chat.
Yeah.
It is true.
Okay,
You guys
so
haven't been
who
here for a
won,
while.
just in case you didn't hear?
CWJL, 1,000 platinum.
Wow.
Message our Twitch page, PSN ID or in-game alias. Congratulations. And Sheldon has been
Sounds
given.
good. Okay, everything's good.
Excellent.
I promise not to click it again until the next class.
Yes. So we'll do another platinum prize right now because why not?
Wow.
Here we go. Roll the dice. Second platinum prize winner is.
What's wrong with you?
Is what? What's wrong with what?
Who
won?
Is that all we're doing?
The Sickness 24.
Today's live stream. We'll just do away platinum.
The Sickness 24. You have won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page with your in-game ID or PSN ID, and we will hook you up. So, I have structure for today's stream. It's a little thrown off because of the delay, and you know, we might as well start the stream by saying what we're going to talk about. The camera will be fine. This is what happens when the stream gets delayed. You guys point out the things while we're live instead of while we were sitting on the couch beforehand. So now, stream 22.
Stream 22.
We have update 12.
Update 12.
Pardon? Oh. Sheldon, we have a gift for you for your 22nd live stream. Take 22 streams later, you have a microphone.
No way.
You have your own mic.
Oh wow! They're making a presentation of this.
Yes.
A microphone for me.
You have your own microphone.
Oh my, thanks guys. I'm taking this home with me.
No, you're not.
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Way to go.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, finally, you don't have to. Are you going to lament the loss of leaning into Geoff's specs?
I think he is.
Well,
You can.
so much today.
Oh, okay. All right.
You wish.
Now to restructure the stream, wrap it back up,
right.
starting at the beginning. We'll start off with housekeeping. A new Wikia redesign is coming.
The buffeting and coming.
The buffeting and coming. So we next week, we hope. We've been working with Wikia. Our admins and contributors have been amazing, and we have a new design coming to make it look fresh, new, hip. All those words describe it.
That's cool.
Second is PS4. When are you getting update 12? We've had 3 hotfixes since we deployed it on PC. We got to get those critical hotfixes in, hopefully submitting with the necessary hotfixes late next week or the week after.
Yeah, we're hoping for next week.
We're hoping for next week?
That's the goal right now, next week.
Okay.
Can we talk about Japan?
We're
Are we allowed to talk about Japan?
Well,
I
we
have no
are
idea.
now. We have passed certain Japan.
Yep.
We're going to be live on launch day in Japan. I
Oh,
don't have
okay.
any Japanese words that I can say without
Domi Origato.
Just roboto.
No, just Domo Origato.
I think we need multiple remotes for the light.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Cool.
Can you please give me that
Warframe,
back? You're
Japan,
not allowed to
PS4.
have a remote controlled thing on a live stream.
Never.
You're not.
I love that you can't even take it from me.
I know. Jeff.
I have to steal
Hair
from
club
him now?
for men.
I'll be really
Please.
judicious with
Is my mic working?
Is it on?
Take a look.
Yep.
My mic works.
My mic. Let me. How's that? You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pass.
All right. I got my hockey stick here, so make sure my mic works so I can talk about
Okay.
Steve is trying. We'll give him
Half
credit.
times.
He's trying.
Half times.
the halftime show in the hockey game.
Oh my goodness. No.
Steve's been researching hockey just to say know what not to say.
Yes.
No.
I really like the catcher in the hockey game.
All right. Update 12 on
I'm gonna
PC.
slap shot into
I
the
am
basket.
so worried you're going to hit me with that.
Sorry, I'll put it down.
Please do.
Okay.
Update 12 on PC went live Wednesday. New frame, new mission type, new tile set, new HUD, quality of life, new void distribution. Q for Sheldon.
But
What's
yeah,
going on?
Yeah, it's
Okay, so first thing we got to talk about.
great.
If you're playing Update 12 on PC right now, we have redistributed the Void. The drop tables are public for where the Prime gear is. We already culled all the junk from the play and reward
I did
missions.
that yesterday, yeah.
What's going on with defense and survival? Because we said 15 minutes,
Yeah.
15 waves.
Right, and so it's actually 20. It's actually 20 minutes on survival. And
Okay.
that was my mistake yesterday because I think we were here till like what 4 a.m. doing update 12 the night before. So yesterday when you were asking me, I was like, oh, it's 15 minutes. It's 3. It's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But survival doesn't quite work like that. So it's
Okay.
20 minutes for survival, and then you're going to get your guaranteed
Either
prime piece or key.
Nice.
Or Forma, I think is in
Or
that.
Forma, that's
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks for filling me in.
I'm telling you how your things work.
Yeah, can you
because-
explain everything to me?
Yes.
But that's
Excellent.
that's what's happening now, and that's been live since
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay. Excellent.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Stream over.
Stream end of stream. Thanks for waiting. And no, it's not over. I just think there's so much to talk about because we just released a whole bunch
So
of
many
stuff,
things.
and it's we got 4 pages, guys.
4 pages of questions.
4 pages of questions.
Are they update 12 questions or are they pre-update 12?
They're everything. There was a lot of questions that touched on broad areas that I want to focus. That's going to be a good segue in about 5 minutes on. Because I think with Update 12, people got a ton of content. And then we've also been talking about Endgame Melee 2.0, which is
New
stuff that's
Warframe.
coming next. New Warframe, of course, and Warframe
Leader
balance.
enemy types. Those are awesome.
Leader
They're
enemy
scary,
types.
very scary.
Yes. And we implemented things that are asking, I guess,
New game type.
new game type.
Lots of earth
So these
art.
are all things we've talked about for so long, like revamping the game types, balancing the frames, and we did. We threw out a whole bunch of buffs, but we also touched Frost, and that's raising the question where I'd like to start with. Let's start with Geoff on the Frost question.
What? Me? What?
Actual,
Your mic fell off.
actual real panic. I was like, what? Talk about Frost? What?
No. It's pretty.
Why did you change Snow Globe, Jeff?
It's a pretty simple question. Arch Wizard asks, the change to Snow Globe has panicked a number of players who now believe that every frame that makes a mission easier, Vauban Nix, is at risk of being touched or nerfed next. What do you say about this fear? Is it irrational?
Don't look at me.
And as a follow-up, it's because scalability is being brought up in this conversation and how Trinity's Blessing, Loki's Radial Disarm are never affected by the damage resistance of enemies and how high power they are, whereas a lot of other powers are, because they have a cap. So this Frost change has really opened the door to what's happening in terms of scalability of powers down the road, what's happening with Frost. Are you going to change, tweak, adjust now that it's been tested?
There'll probably be some tweaks coming. I think, what was the biggest reason I changed it? The biggest reason I changed it because I got sick of seeing in the forums that I play Frost and I'm getting bored.
Yeah.
I go stand on the cryopod and I hit 3 and then I go get a sandwich and then I come back and then I hit 3 and I go get some chips and come back and hit 3 and they don't actually get to play the game.
Yep.
They're just brought to the mission to hit 3 and I think that's a waste. Is this the perfect solution? Maybe not. We're still reading feedback and whatnot.
Yep.
But I think the best piece of feedback I've seen so far is, or suggestion, I would say, is that the Snow Globe takes on Frost's armor rating.
Right.
So that damage mitigation from mods will be transferred over to it, which I think is an interesting idea. It needs a little bit of tech to work, but I'm not saying we're going to implement it. I'm just saying we might try it.
That's pretty interesting.
But we're probably going to do a little bit of hit point balancing on it first.
Okay.
But I guess the idea was to make Frost less of a one-trick pony.
Great. Because
So-
everything else got touched in.
Everything else got a buff. When I review a frame, it's you kind of look at all of the powers and kind of see how they stack up to other more recent buffs that got done. So
Right.
he was definitely lacking in his ultimate and his number 1 ability. So
Right.
buffed that up, and I also gave him some crowd control in the his ice wave ability.
Instant proc city.
Yeah, so you can now slow down people rather than it's purely damage. It actually has some utility as well. So utility becomes very key to and missions, not just damage.
Right.
So I think making sure that powers do damage and some sort of utility as well. So
Right.
we're looking at it.
Did you see the Ice Leader carries his with him?
Yes, that has opened
Yes.
the door as well.
Yeah, have you seen
Mobile Snow Globe on enemies versus stationary on Frost, but
I noticed that.
Yes.
Good times.
is that not supposed to happen? Or what do you
No,
think?
it's intentional. It's just the timing of things, you know.
Not
It,
ideal.
it always makes for some fun posts.
Yes.
Can I answer a few chat questions quickly?
Of course you can.
PS4 absolutely will get the fixes that we've just rolled out, including the drop table
Yes.
fixes.
Yep.
And the other question I had was HUD customization, which is probably there's probably like 4 pages of HUD questions in there.
Yes.
But HUD customization we've added, and we're going to be adding more. I saw a question about like, can I change the SKU? So these are the sorts of things that we're looking at. So
Yeah, the HUD overall is
for
a
people.
newly implemented thing. It's a very hot topic because it's the most visible thing
Yep.
changing. So
Yep. Anyway, I just wanted to answer a few that I
yep,
saw.
that's good.
Yep.
Excellent. Go Canada.
Did I blow up your rhythm?
You did not.
Okay.
Think.
This has made me suddenly really hungry.
Well, how about hungry
These
for
are so
feedback?
delicious.
Are you hungry for questions?
I just ate this whole bowl myself. I'm hungry for questions.
Okay.
Feed me.
So we're on our 22nd stream for minis.
Feed me questions.
Let's focus on Endgame now. Update 12 brought tweaks, adjustments, new content, changes. You're playing the game, and we have talked about Endgame in the Design Council, but I think it's time that we should get the scope of what you have as ideas for this. Maybe we can focus on that, and then
Focus. Oh, I see what you did there.
just to chat it out a little bit, because a lot of people have asked about Endgame, and I think
Squashkin says he loves New HUD. Thank you, Squashkin. I will pass that along to the team that is under siege right now.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, there are there.
Yeah. Just to speak of that very quickly, because I think that was one of the hottest ones that I saw.
Definitely.
The team that works on that read all the feedback.
Yeah,
and
Pablo made his own thread.
made his own thread,
Yeah.
and I know Dorian spent many late hours trying to refine it.
Yep.
Some of the mock-up stuff that we showed used fonts that didn't work in the game, so there were a few last-minute changes there. So legibility and all those things, those guys are absolutely on the case. And I think we just rolled out the reticle knot growing
Correct.
when you scale up. So
Immediately in the thread, I did see a few reports saying there's still some issues with the mini-map, but
okay. Yep.
if you're listening, Dorian and
So,
Pablo.
again, those refinements are rolling out like almost hourly,
Yeah.
or at least daily. We
Wazwat
definitely-
loves the HUD.
Yeah.
Diamond and
Yeah.
Dorian loves the HUD.
Yep. The resizing should be in now,
I'm-
Sean H3013. Yes, someone likes the bow buffs.
Yes.
Good work,
Oh
Scotty.
my, the bow buffs are
the
awesome.
Bow buffs are really
Bow
good.
buffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Inspired by
I feel like I just have like
The
labels.
reticle
Thanks.
still resizes with the HUD, so apparently we're off a bit on there. And you hate the map, we'll try to fix that.
Yep.
Okay, so we're
So
talking
as
about
I'm
Endgame.
staring at you, if I'm a
Endgame?
cyber person, I see above your head the words Endgame. Above your head, I see Melee 2.0. The big
What?
things that we want to talk about
I have nothing.
right off the
Yeah,
bat.
yeah, nothing over your head.
You're blank.
Because we
Literally.
You have like a Metal Gear Solid question mark. Now that you have your
My
own
job's
mic,
done
you
here.
have nothing to say.
No.
That's so weird.
So yeah, Lotta Locos asks Melee 2.0, like, can we get days, weeks, months? What's
We're aiming for end of the month
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
There's a lot of work that still has to go into it. Poor Jacques is a very heavily relied upon programmer here, and he's been under siege with a lot of work. So he hasn't even got to the AI yet, the AI component of
Okay.
it, where he's only been focusing on the player animations. So. And behaviors. So yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. George, our sound designer, came over to me like a scared puppy this morning, going over just
say
the
that.
amount of animations going into the game.
Yeah.
they all need sounds.
Jeremy still has to do a ton of
Correct.
work on it, and yeah, so that's the reason it didn't make it for
Of course.
12, right?
And
So-
did you did some adjustments to the new the Jet, the new hammer
Jet
as
could-
well.
Oh
Picard.
yeah. That's not really
Yeah.
Melee 2.0, but
For
It's
people that
using-
have that
for
weapon.
the
It's
people
using
that have that
polearm
weapon,
right
I
now.
hope everyone's okay. We changed the animation set for it. It
Yeah.
didn't seem appropriate on the polearm
Yep.
set. I was so tunnel vision, I didn't even really get to play with that weapon until it went live.
Yeah.
And then we had some feedback from the users, but we switched over to a hammer animation set.
Makes much more sense.
I think it could be animated up a lot because the jets make it seem like it'd be faster, and we're going to give
I
it.
saw Jay doing actually some.
Yeah, we're going to give it a
for
custom charge.
So that hasn't
attack.
rolled out yet.
That hasn't rolled.
Okay,
out.
but that's going to roll out soon.
That'll roll out soon.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that'll go
Soon
soon.
TM. You said you weren't going to say soon on this.
Yeah.
That's why I said it after you.
That one will go in days.
Okay.
In days?
yeah.
Great.
Well,
Fantastic.
today's Friday, so.
Yeah. I just saw a couple threads like kind of sad that it was hitting with the wrong side and stuff. So-
It was definitely
You
like
guys- you guys got that figured out?
The
That's great.
jets were shooting this way, and you were swinging. it.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It's going to burn him.
Showing,
Yeah.
showing how strong you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now you, Mr. Sinclair.
Steve's going to talk for a while.
Steve
now,
is gonna
so
talk for
I think
a
we can
while.
just, you should just get a really good
Yeah.
close up on
No.
Steve,
Get a close up.
and then we can just.
Stop
Too
it.
close.
Soon It's going to be a Nerf gun of mine.
That's way too close, Dean.
Was it close to your face?
Yeah, he zoomed into my. He was basically zoomed into my mouth.
Let's talk Endgame. That's a great segue. What's the goal of Endgame? You have 3 terms you've defined as Endgame. Focus. Do you want to start with that one? Do you want to talk a little bit about them as I...
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of stuff that we're working on that broadens what Warframe is this year.
Okay.
I actually brought some video, some crazy stuff that we're doing, and we have 3 major things that we're working on right now. I think most of the stuff kind of leaked anyway.
Yep.
From the design council,
Yep.
which is
That's the nature of the beast.
nature of the beast. It's important that they get to see it first. The first one is focus, which is all placeholder names for what you do with your XP after you reach your level cap.
Right.
And so what you do is you find a lens within a particular path, be it don't zoom in. This is too close.
Yeah, you don't have to zoom in.
Really. They're gonna interject. I pray. So we have these paths that you can take: warrior, ward, channeling, guardian. There's these high-end paths that you can do at the player level. Right, and this is part of this is what to do with your XP once you've maxed out your gear, and making player mastery matter. So, to make an extremely verbose and boring story short, you find a warrior lens, you put it in your maxed out gear. Any XP you get that is above the level cap goes into creating a warrior focus point. Based on how many ranks you have, mastery ranks you have at the player, you can then unlock powers and abilities, passives and actives within a tree of things that you can equip on your player. But it isn't like a mod, because mods already can do a lot of this stuff. And what it is more akin to is like an avatar state from Last Airbender,
Going Super Saiyan.
or going Super Saiyan, or a beast mode, where you often see the Warframes kind of in this kind of kneeling posture, which I think Glenn is rolling his eyes right now because I forget. I can't remember what the name of the posture is, with the hands on the because he's all a karate man. You enter this posture, which allows you to enter the focus state, which puts you into this crazy Uber mode for kind of a one-time, once per mission. There's a very kind of long cooldown. A lot of the timing and how much do things cost and what can I do, a lot of that is kind of a little bit too unstable to make promises about.
Is it on a per Warframe basis or on a per me basis?
So a per you basis.
So yeah, that's the important thing to emphasize is there's nothing in the game that allows you to upgrade your player, what you are, your tenno. It's always focused on your gear. This goes above that. Yeah, so my focus will work whether I'm working the Rhino or the Ember Angle, right? So that's above that. And this is rewarding me with more flexibility, more tactical options as I rise in player mastery, right? Because generally player mastery right now is only a gate on some weapons.
Right.
You know, and some trading and some drone uses.
So as many mastery ranks as I have, that's how many focus points I potentially have?
As many mastery ranks as you have is as many focus things you can equip.
I can equip. Okay.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
And that affects cooldown.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the economics of it because it's not quite working really awesome. But what we want to do is have a system that feels kind of different from how mods work. Something maybe not focused on points and energy, but something focused on cooldown, where a trade-off is how long do you want to be in this beast mode state versus how effective it is. So this is kind of your one-time, like, oh shit moment, or we're right around the corner, we're about to take on the boss. Let's go beast style.
Yep.
So that's the focus system.
What about the proxy war system? So it's going to be such a tiny story.
keep going. Next.
This is a seminar.
Okay, this is a seminar. Yep.
Yep.
So there are 3 projects. The focus system, which is giving the Tenno player new powers, and he earns those with XP that's beyond level cap. Those create focus points. The next one is proxy war, and that is, I think, trying to make good on what we've done with battle pay and how we have invasions where you pick sides. Well, we're going to track those sides, and we're going to give you either infamy or renown within all of these factions that exist
Right.
within Warframe.
Are there going to be any corpus left on the star
Yeah,
chart?
that's the next. Honestly,
have,
I don't know if I want to interrupt you with your proxy war thing, but the Gradavis Dilemma style mission,
Yep.
what's doing now to the solar system with the
Yep.
Grenier just wiping out Corpus homelands. I don't even know if we should talk about that right now. Maybe after you're done your proxy war.
I
thing,
didn't mean
can
to
be the next
interject that. I was just saying
Yep.
that
Yep.
this is the type of thing that you would
Yep.
you'd want people.
Yep.
You know, we want a little bit of interaction with the factions. It's kind of crazy that the Grenier are doing this, but it would be cool if there was incentive the other way, right?
Exactly,
To
yeah.
start.
These
to start,
situations might dictate.
These situations could
Yeah.
be definitely helped by these.
Yes.
Yes, so the proxy war allows players and their clans and their alliances to gain standing with these factions. What's really cool, the ones that I'm most excited about are the secret orders.
Yeah.
There's Red Veil, which is this kind of guild of assassins. There are the Oracles of Saturn. They're interested in collecting information about the Warframe universe. So all of these factions and these orders will give you missions, and if you go and do a mission on their behalf, you'll gain sort of standing points with them, and you'll rise up through the ranks of their organization. So that's kind of really terse.
Yep.
So the rewards you can get from them are things like, it might be like a really interesting cosmetic item. It might be a mod that only they have. It might be something goofy, and it might be something that has high utility, but that it lets people kind of have an identity.
Right.
You have new players that come into the game. What we're trying to do is create more of a sandbox game.
Yep.
New players come in the game. What do I like? Oh, I like this Assassin's Guild. They sound cool. Oh, I think the Grenier faction is really awesome. I want to support them. So, Proxy War, there's more working there where how clans can accumulate favors from them, which plays into the third item, which is the Badlands.
Okay.
So Badlands is
Bad.
Badlands. Bad dudes.
In the Badlands.
Dude in the Badlands. So Badlands.
Anyways, great movie. Keep going.
So Badlands, I guess to try to make it very quickly because I'm going on and on. Badlands is locations in the star chart that are added that are unreachable until a clan or an alliance of smaller clans.
Which means the alliance system is
Absolutely, which means the alliance system actually needs to function properly, but or an alliance of smaller clans can cooperate to build a solar rail, which is a tower that allows people to travel throughout the solar system very quickly. So they can. It's essentially like building a road there.
Right.
And once a clan builds a tower in a specific location, it's kind of opens it up for everyone in the world to play.
Take the solar rail to this new
They can
location.
take a solar rail to that location and run missions there. The catch is, and hopefully the thing that creates interesting political and social dynamics is, they tax it because
You control
this, yeah.
control the Suez Canal, right?
Yep. So it becomes kind of like a toll road
Yep.
in essence. So if you want to be a jerk, the Badlands will offer better rarity finds. They'll offer more concentrated resources, perhaps enemy types that are difficult to find right now. But the cost is the clan or the alliance controls the taxation rate, and they get rich off of other people playing that area. Another clan or alliance can get pissed off about this, build their own tower in secret, and then challenge it, which puts it into a contested state. And now we have, essentially what we have is intrigue, hopefully, intrigue and territorial conflict in this outer regions of each of the areas in the solar system. So, am I a solar player? I don't really care about this. Well, the truth is, once it goes into this contested state, you could vote with your battle. You could say, you know what, I hated that clan who was controlling it, or I like them. I'm going to fight this tower versus this tower and attack it in the same way, in a similar way to invasions.
right.
So
instead of the invasions being between Corpus and Grenier, putting their battle pay, it's clan.
So you're still going to see everything within the solar chart, but these special zones. So what my expectation is when the system goes in, is there'll be a big land grab as people race to build these towers and deploy them, and then once the stability wears off, then there'll be people trying to take control. They'll be building towers in secret. If a tower has been contested and damaged, then it might create a weak opportunity for another clan to come in who's built one in secret. There might be people within clans saying, hey man, I heard that we were going to try to attack Killican or
Yep.
whatever the region is, to try to create some interesting dynamics amongst our players.
Sounds good.
So
Excellent.
that's that.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's very
That
very
is
huge.
huge.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
it's very,
post a
very
summary of everything you talked about in detail for all those.
huge. Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry to make you talk for so
There's-
long,
there's
but I really
there's
appreciate
a
it.
massive amount of effort that's going into this.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
for
this is,
sharing.
I think, what we talked about in the last stream, which was looking at Warframe, what it is, and just like this is taking it absolutely up
Yeah.
the next level.
Accounting for the alliances will be what would bridge the 100 ghost clans, max 10 members. There's going to be some balancing in terms of what bigger clans potentially have a benefit in over smaller clans. How is
Well, I think a really active Ghost Clan, because some of them are really great hardcore players.
Yep.
They could make deals with larger clans to say, look, okay, we see you're contested here.
Yep.
You're going to lose. We'll help you out.
Right.
What's in it for us?
Right.
Are you going to give us an exemption on the tax or reduced rate? Because there's a bit of fine control when you are controlling it. For example, if TCPI controls this area, they could say, okay, our members.
People are calling it World War T.
Pardon me?
World War T.
World War T?
World War T,
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I saw a couple of people make a comment about lore.
Yeah.
And I think
Oh, the
I think-
solar rail stuff's huge.
for sure too, and I think
Yep.
Proxy Wars also is a really good way to introduce.
I totally left that aside, but
Yeah.
Proxy War is
Yeah.
like a lore buffet.
Yeah.
If you're a
Yeah,
solo
totally.
player,
A lore buffet.
it's a buffet of lore.
Yeah.
Do you want to set up the
Yeah, okay.
Lore buffet. Woo!
Thank you.
Jeff, confiscate that
Yeah.
immediately.
I don't know.
Don't do it.
No, I'm,
Yeah, there's different characters.
Yeah.
There's there's a little bit of questing in there, force prize, and there's these sorts of things that allow you to build up standing with those and learn
Yeah.
more about the world. And I think in some ways strengthen your own identity. When you see
Yeah.
that you are enemy number one with the corpus, you
Yep.
might be proud of that,
Yep.
right? Or if you're revered with the red veil, you go, okay, I'm the most badass assassin that ever lived, and you wear that blood red cyan every time you do a boss battle, because that's the only way that they'll give you credit, right? So
Yep.
there's some very interesting ways to take what we have and kind of funnel it into these standings so that people feel like building a personality for their own tenno.
Speaking of taking what we have and being Corpus enemy number one way to do that right now is
Yep.
to support Grenier in Invasion Emissions Harvester, which is the current, attack on Tenno tool, is creating a instability in the terms of faction domination in the solar system. Now, I know I interjected before with this, but hopefully this is something we can talk about now, which is a lot of questions in the thread about this and how the forums overall, how we're going to try and restabilize what has occurred with players all. Some deduce it down to the Detron has caused this massive the shift because
We're just
everyone
gonna
wants
remove the
it.
Detron from the game.
It's like the
Is
butterfly.
this a staring contest now?
We're just gonna, it's done. That's the problem. Fixed.
Well, it just goes to show how those kind of choices affect the game's state and how factions are determined by this kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? We obviously don't want the
Well,
corpus to go.
I can't tell
away.
you exactly what we're
Play the
Are we
Dargo
gonna do
mission. There's a hint
something?
in there.
Well,
Yes. Someone in chat just
Sorry.
said.
I-
Eponic said Project Tethra.
Huh?
someone. Oh, really? Some lore somebody might have caught.
We are very aware of this,
Yes.
and we are taking steps to improve this.
Yeah.
We've heard the Grenier may be doing something.
Something bad.
There's rumors.
There's rumors.
There,
Rumors
there'll be
floating.
rumors.
Yeah.
Darn.
Favorite black
Darn.
market dealer.
Yeah.
That's so things come in Project Tethra. What could it be?
What could
You're
it be?
aware of the issue and
Yep.
things.
We're
might
not
go
saying those
down.
two things in the same breath.
No.
It's,
No, sorry. I did
Yeah.
as a mistake or.
it's again, we shouldn't be surprised, but it is a little bit surprising how landslidey the Grenier is. Obviously, the reward is massive, so people trying to farm for that weapon,
It's
push it towards that, but-
Gravity.
yeah, gravity's hard to fight
Gravity's hard to
unless there's effort.
Unless there's effort. Yes.
Nice.
Excellent. How much of that actually? There was a few questions about that. How much of that was inspired by the fan concept?
A lot.
A lot. Excellent.
A lot.
Excellent. Have your eye in any other fan concepts at the moment for content?
I was just speaking with Minky on the way over, and I said, "Who are we doing next?"
And
I
secret.
told him it's his pick.
Gotcha.
So, but no, the Zephyr post in the forums, the concept, the art, everything. It was very inspiring. I think I even posted in that thread saying it was inspiring.
You did, because you were inspired.
I was inspired.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was great stuff. And dive bomb is getting looked at.
Yep.
We know there is a problem.
Are you looking at the chat?
No, I
Oh.
just
There hasn't been
have,
double
I've
checks.
seen. I honestly think that the damage is going through the floor, so I think
Could be, yeah.
it's being
Yeah,
embedded
people are
a
saying it's
bit.
not doing anything.
Yeah, so I think that what's happening is it's dive bomb, and then where it decides to radiate the damage out from
Right.
is below the world, and then it's being blocked by the world. So we are aware that it is bugged in certain situations. Obviously, if someone's got a really good repro,
Yes.
then it would help us fix it quicker.
All right. Excellent. Now, a lot of people have always kind of pointed out the utility and the process of going from node to node or in your dojo with your buddies. I understand you're working on something that's linking that experience.
Oh.
I
Are you actually segueing this right now?
Yeah.
I can't believe you're showing this today.
Are you surprised?
I am. This shocked me. Honestly, I can't wait.
You're the master of spoilers, and this
I
is
know, I know, and I'm like, okay, we just,
Yeah,
you know,
I think
lock
it's
that
awesome.
one, lock the
Alright.
vault.
I think
Can we
it's
not
good
do
we're
it? We
showing
can
this.
call it right now.
Yeah, maybe let's not. It's a little too
Okay.
soon.
All right.
You're a jokester.
Let's move
Show
on.
it.
Jeff, perfect timing.
Oh no, no, no!
All right.
Oh, we're gonna show it. We're gonna show
Take a
it.
look at a video that Steve has
Well, let me set up this clip here, Warren. Yeah, this is why the stream was delayed. We asked a construction guy to go out there and.
Oh, there it is.
It's all that. It's all old stuff.
Well, let's just show it, and then we can.
Yeah, and this is what's gonna happen.
All right.
Whoa,
All right.
So what are we looking at here, Steve?
what is this?
This
the
is me.
best
I went to the Vesper Relay just before the stream. I was connected to the New York server.
The what server?
Nothing.
Whoa.
I don't think you saw that yet.
Holy crap.
Oh, there's Grenier running away from me because he's a coward.
Well, you have
Totally.
rhino.
Oh,
Hey,
there's-
there's Geoff.
You look pretty zen, actually.
I was just there.
I shouted at you. I'm like, "Don't move! You look cool."
So we're looking at Venus in the Venus Relay.
I think that was you.
That was
idling.
me. Yes.
You're standing up
Yes,
there.
I decided I had Zephyr, so I decided to perch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, that's good. That's good.
So what did we see?
We saw, hopefully, what is the first time, or the first signs of the death of the star chart as it exists right now. It is taking all the front end of the game and the connection between the pieces and making it like a world. So you'll be able to.
Take that away.
I tried. Scott got in the way.
Oh my god.
So someone's telling me to
so
slow down
awesome.
the snacks. I agree. Yeah. So that is.
Yeah. So you're
That's a space station near. This is on the dev cluster, but that's a space station in the Venus area that anyone can join and see everyone else.
Yep.
There's no. It's a lightweight idea. It is kind of like chat with 3D avatars. There's not
People are saying
combat.
hub ship, new lobby.
Yep. It is a new lobby. It is a fantasy. There you
Yeah,
go.
Phantasy Star
Tiger
Online.
Uppercut 2 gets it.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
You win.
So Fantasy Star Online lobbies, there'll be no more. I'm gonna write checks that I can't cash, but
Yeah.
So be careful with your words.
no more kneeling on a weird glowing circle hologram in front of a bunch of circles and lines connecting, but a real place, a place to dock your ship, traveling between those areas. When you unlock Saturn and you go there for the first time and into the Saturn station, you will see
that'll be
the
great,
planet outside of the window looming and ships flying back and forth. And your friends who've been waiting there for you, standing in the corner, teabagging each other.
Like what you want to do. Yeah.
Disable control or in this area.
Yep.
Yes.
No teabagging.
No teabagging, please.
Although this is where we were talking about putting in the emotes and everything
Right.
too. So.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you could,
I mean,
maybe
if you
go. This is what you might even have the market, like a market in there. I could go buy a gun and people could see the gun I've got.
the top of the game is really just like only UI and there's no sense of presence. And
Yeah.
the game has grown into much more than that. There's parts that are extremely immersive and we need to pull that up into the front end. You'll still be able to quick travel and you'll still be able to bring up user quick, advanced players will have simple UIs to kind of jump between those locations. We're not going to make it you run from between planets, but it's going to be much more of a place to hang out and to see really interesting things and have a character for each of the
Well, what do
parts
you
of
have
the
going
world.
on there with the? You had Vor up there.
I had a generic Grenier
That used
dude,
to be.
Generic or near dude.
and that was streaming in the alerts for that region and,
Cool.
and drawing them on the wall. So
Yeah.
the idea
So you
would
know
be
what's happening in
you
this
know what's
region from there,
happening.
yeah.
I think with a lot of games that have a little bit more of an MMO presence, the world seems to be kind of going on without you, and you feel like you want to return there and see what's happened, and that's kind of what we want to do. So there you go.
Yeah, just to give credit to some of the questions earlier, other Grunty and Rahu Stalker were asking about the invasion system and balance, so
What if you speak?
I speak so
You
fast.
speak so fast.
The Lotus is a fast talker. Just credit to the questions I asked earlier. Other Grunty and Rahu Stalker asked about the invasion system thing, so I just wanted to let them know that their question was asked.
Oh, I
To
was
you.
This is housekeeping.
Housekeeping. This is
Housekeeping.
housekeeping. Excellent. Well, thank you. So that's
Wow, amazing. That's
awesome.
I think the sense of place that this is going to give us.
There you go.
and
I want to meet up with my buddies. These four, maybe.
so that's
Canada.
kind of
Team
the
Canada.
2014 of Warframe.
That's the 2014 of Warframe.
Excellent. So we have 3 types of endgame. We have a complete change into what
Yep.
it will look like
Yep.
when you're playing,
And that's not all.
and that's not
Yeah,
all.
that's not all.
And
We
that's
got
not
more.
all.
Yeah, we got more.
Yep.
That's excellent news. All right, I guess we'll just move on to right onto a question.
Oh, can you make a trading station in there?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, so
Someone just asked.
Yep.
excellent.
Exactly. I think Saver Vavertarius is. Yep, you totally have it. It's like the Citadel in Mass Effect. Each of these areas in space will have these places to hang out, meet new people, show off your cool gear that you have, and then group up and go on some ninja
off,
missions.
Ninja missions.
Yep.
Excellent.
Happy birthday to Shadow 2792.
I
we have-
wish you a happy birthday,
We have a
Shadow
question from Update in
2792.
Progress who asks, I feel that the subject of the BRAC being event exclusive or whether it will be re-released should be established. It has caused a lot of agitation within the community. And
Agitation. That's a good
agitation.
word.
A simple yes or no would resolve this inter-community divide, which is a large tier question asking the fate of weapons tied to events.
I thought you were just going to explain what a community divide was to Scott.
Just the
What does this mean?
The overall introduction
know.
of weapons in events. Some are wraiths and vandals. Those are one can of worms. And there's BRAC, and it's its own weapon. PS4 hasn't got it because they didn't have the event.
Scott could answer it, but just
I was
before you
gonna say
answer,
maybe.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'd like to think of everything that is one time or only went
We
away.
don't
at
say
one
one
point.
time anymore.
Yeah,
We
it's
never said
it's
that.
I know.
it's the Disney Vault of
Right.
Warframe,
Yep.
and just like all the Disney classics, there's always
Little
a chance
Mermaid's coming back, I promise.
Exactly,
even
that's what I call the BRAC, the Little Mermaid.
Just drop the LM bomb.
Sorry.
Derail a stream with Ariel. Sorry. So
So maybe.
maybe Vault.
Honestly, the event weapons and stuff, as we're creating events, we create weapons to go along with them, and
Yep.
then they go out, and then people obviously like them because usually they're too overpowered. And then, no. I guess as we create new stuff, we go, oh, what can we leverage? What we have? What can we give out? What can we? So, there might be future events where we're like, hey, it's Christmas, and everyone's going to get everything. That I don't know. Who knows? I have no plans,
Gotcha.
but we have a growing number of items that were given out one time and one time only, and could come back again
Right.
easily.
That's kind of always been what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
at some
So
point
hang
we'll-
in there.
Yeah.
Stick with us, and the vault will open again.
Yeah.
Ariel will reappear.
Yep. Ariel will reappear.
That's
I want to see Ariel holding the BRAC.
Someone just said mermaid frame confirmed.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about.
Doesn't include exclusives for founders.
Those won't ever come back.
Nope, it does not.
No.
No.
Yeah. See,
That's
curly
not the
for-
Disney Vault. That's the Vault.
That
Yeah.
that
We've cemented that
because
vault
of the
over and-
phrasing of that, we had to be.
Yeah, that
we're
is-
definitely our feet are on the fire with that. It does not include that.
So we have a lot of PS4 players, namely PS4 Molnizil, asking about performance on PS4. I talked to,
Yep.
see the community, see how the Void and Mobile Defense missions are holding up in terms of performance. And
On
there's
PS4.
Yeah,
Oh.
no bueno. So
No bueno.
what kind of
Yep.
Like, improvements can they expect with the next update?
They can expect at least double the frame rate, if not more. That is a complete
Oh, is that a
in the
guarantee?
void. In the void.
Oh, okay.
Boy,
I'm like, whoa, hey.
So all those void traps that are really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah,
They're really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah.
I didn't make them.
I know you didn't.
so that's
Yeah.
perfect.
So that area is, there's probably literally 4 programmers right now profiling that area of the game on PS4. It's actually too slow on PC as well. So we're gonna do a lot of performance fixes for those. The problem is all those lasers and all the traps,
Yeah.
all the rotation stuff. It's happening even when you're on the other side of the map, half a kilometer away. So
Half a space kilometer.
half a space kilometer away. Does it matter?
Keeping
if
up
it's space?
there?
Is there like a weird dilation of time and
It's
space?
the void. You tell me, lore.
Yep. Yep.
That was
Lore.
my segue to lore.
Lore.
2 kilometers. of the
lore.
metric
Lore.
system.
Yep.
Or,
Okay, well, thank you for updating.
Lore.
That
Yep.
is good.
So
Sheldon
we're
doesn't even
definitely
know
working
who
on
Vor
that.
is, so.
Yep.
yeah.
Well, I, just,
Who's
I,
Vor?
I told you I missed that. I didn't see that thing when I walked by. I thought it was Vor. I just assumed.
That's Vor, right?
That was an old
What does he
play.
look like? I
Prime
don't know.
Minister of Canada.
I think I saw a question, someone saying that the Badlands idea is a terrible idea for Warframe to put clans versus clans, and I think that's maybe a fair reaction considering how focused this game is on cooperation and on PvE. Again, there's a reason why there's 3 Endgame ideas, because some of the stuff might resonate with you, and some of the stuff might not resonate with you. So. If you're a Badlands player and you really want to get glory for your clan, then you can participate that. If otherwise, you can,
Get focus
rank your
points.
way up through the secret orders of Warframe and get your focus points on.
So it sounded like from your description, content will be tied to the proxy wars in a way, and the Badlands is solely just, it's playing something different. It's not content locked, it's getting things different ways, but it's nothing restricted to Badlands.
The territory needs to have a higher quality to create contests
Yes.
over it, but again, we don't hold anything precious. If people aren't participating in it because they feel it doesn't fit with Warframe, then we're gonna beat it up until it does.
Yep.
But it's a great point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Question about. We'll go back to frame balancing because I think we talked about Frost and you talked about it might change, but it's still, people are in chat right now. Nova, like why didn't you balance molecular crime or why didn't you do this?
Well, I can nerf everything in one shot if they'd like.
Stop it.
Where's my bat?
You have the Scalatina buffing. I thought it was.
I swung it wildly.
I know
He
you
did
did.
swing
You
it quite a
buff-
bit.
Steel charge, 28 additional mod points. It's awesome.
I know when it gets Steve uncomfortable, I've done the right thing.
The steel charge is just a nightmare. It's a nightmare for me.
Because
He laughs at me. It's
I do.
It makes me want to have a mental breakdown.
no.
Because now we need to introduce a mod that costs 80 points to
what's that
power.
gonna do?
I don't know. It's just,
Actually, that's a good. We have a question about that right here, saying from 7T, has there been any more thought or planning towards kind of changes in the mod system, specifically with Warframes and their 4 main abilities?
oh, actually, we do have a bit of. Are we talking about that?
You said
We're talking
nothing's
about
off
the generics?
limits, so go for it. Do it.
Do it.
It's
You
not
already
that
said-
big.
Yeah, do it.
It's not that bad.
It's not that big.
It's
No,
kind of
no.
big.
It's
Yeah.
kind of big.
It's kind of big.
Why don't you talk about it?
Well, 2014. We don't have any released yet, but 2014 is going. We now have code support and for Warframe abilities that work on any Warframe. So we're going to be.
help us all.
God help us
Yeah.
all. So we're going to be we're going to be sort of starting to mix those into the game, so that people can really, really customize their Loki to be some of his, and then some of these generics to create really interesting synergies. So.
Do you have an example of any, or is it code support?
I don't have any good examples because all the ones that I have are like make duck sounds and is my
That one's cool though.
Just
well,
to
it
make sure-
sounds good.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Utility is not there, as Scott would say. Yep.
We're doing speaking of sharing,
Yeah.
we're doing the idols thing too, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we're just giving away everything. What else are
Yeah.
we doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I think
So Geoff, what did you react when you saw
the cosmetics. Yeah.
Rhino in an
Talk about
Ember
it.
pose?
Yep.
How did you feel about Rhino in an Ember pose?
I said we
why
should
did you-
embrace this.
what'd you do with
It should be
Snowblow?
progressive.
He embraced it.
No, I think we're gonna open up. It'll be a store item, right?
Yep.
It's cosmetic, but you'll be able to, if you want, like if you want to take Rhino's idol set, if you want to buy that, you can apply it to any Warframe you have in your inventory. So
if you want to buy
so
embers,
there's going to be lots of stretching rhinos out there, I think.
stretching Oberon, please.
Yeah, it's a cheap little cosmetic that kind of unlocks that for everything.
Yeah.
Like for your current and future
Yeah.
Warframes,
Yeah.
which lets you kind of.
Yeah.
Do some
I think that's really neat to see, especially when we have all the space stations and everyone's hanging out to
Yep.
see, sexy rhino, right?
That's actually the most important one.
Yeah,
Sexy,
exactly.
Sexy rhino.
that was my most terrifying picture I saw.
That one was,
Yeah.
they were,
That was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just going to embrace it and go with it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, people want to do it.
Embrace
Yeah.
diversity.
Yep.
Embrace the
Excellent.
customization. I just want people to know that it makes a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's right next to Rebecca. That's the double.
You should give away platinum. now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
let's do
platinum.
platinum.
It's the
Oh,
first
okay.
platinum again.
She gave away the bank already.
Here we go. Next platinum prize goes to Jawa. J-A-A-W-A. J-A-A-W-A.
Too loud. Too much better.
Oh!
How are they going to get the platinum though? They don't know.
What?
Oh, heavens.
Yikes. Okay, crash and burn.
All right.
Twitch page, in-game
Seriousness.
alias or PSN ID, and we will hook you up with 1,000 platinum. Way to go.
Lore for us, lore whores.
Lore for us lore whores.
Yeah, we're working on it. There's some more
Jawa.
added for sure. Yep. And the Darvel mission, I think, had some really interesting lore as well as some sneak peeks.
Yeah,
as
it
what's
dropped.
coming.
It dropped Project Tethra.
And the Codex had a few.
Ember.
You.
Codex,
Codex, yeah.
Codex had a couple bombas in it there, or one bomba in there.
A bomba?
Bomba.
You made a joke in a live stream once about retiring Serration.
I did.
You made a joke in a live stream once about retiring Serration.
It's a good idea.
VCon has a really interesting point about damage per second mods overall, and it could be based on the hypothetical retiring of Serration, but damage mods that are circumstantial, like damage per second on a consecutive hit, damage on headshots or weak points, damage on targets that are unaware, so damage mods that foster certain gameplay types. Is that something you could consider?
Totally sick. I love that.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Very cool. That one will be the one that costs 80.
80.
Yeah.
80?
Headshot.
80 mod capacity. You need
80
you
Well,
need-
the mod capacity only applies to Warframe, so I don't know if you could do a damage.
It's a Warframe mod.
It's a Warframe mod. It does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's all
Steel
single
charge.
dancing.
There you go.
Rank 10 steel charge.
So we're gonna. Sorry, I missed that a little bit. So we're retiring Restoration.
No.
We're retiring Serration.
I'm gonna go back to my desk.
So
no,
you aren't allowed to do it.
Delete.
We're not retiring. No,
So we're not retiring.
We're not.
Okay.
No.
Not yet.
Are we going to expand on damage diversity then, I suppose, in mod form?
Yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah?
Yeah, always.
Hell yeah. All right.
Always be expanding.
Those ideas are very cool.
Yeah, drop that.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Should we do one more platinum prize because we were so late today? Just keep.
Are we done?
No.
Yeah.
We're not done.
We got a few things.
what else-
We got
what
new
else-
stuff we got to show.
We got some
Yes.
Westerns.
What time is
We
it?
don't?
We have about 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
We're half an hour late.
Warren says we still have time.
Yeah, of course we have time. I think you guys did great because we released new weapons. The melee. I saw all the melee weapon winners for the melee concept contest have been assigned out, so those will be coming
Soon.
soon down the months.
You said soon.
I did say soon.
I didn't even mean it.
Yeah.
Yes, the hyenas need to be in the Codex. Yes.
Yes. And
Yeah,
Darbo.
Steve.
Scott, now how do
If
you
you
show?
put the Codex in the game, you got to make sure that
Guys.
the completionist player
Guys,
is able
stop.
to make
was
sure they
awkward.
get all
There was a-
of
well, yeah.
their
That was,
What
a-
was awkward?
There was a big
I
fight.
think
They
we
had an
cleared
awkward
a
conversation
semicircle
about the
around our
Codex
office.
today.
It's like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
We fight because we
from,
care.
Yeah, quote from Steve. Stop talking over me, it doesn't make you more right.
Do we need to start having a counselor on
It
that
was
side?
getting a bit bloody this morning. It was fun.
Oh, that was today?
What was
That was
it?
today.
Yeah.
And what
It
was...
was about Codex stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just leave it
So
at that.
the hyenas are not in the Codex.
They should
is
be.
what you're telling me.
They should be.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Somehow he thinks this validates his position.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's fantastic.
I don't know what position either of you have, but I'm
Yeah.
sure behind the
We're
scenes-
just gonna leave it as a thing between friends.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to
private-
switch
a
spots,
private
maybe?
I'm getting
Next
thinking
live
of their
stream, I'm
conflict
over
making me
there.
hot. I'm like starting to sweat now.
so
thinking
true.
about
Thinking
Yeah.
of you having access to a remote-controlled gadget makes me angry. We teased the idea of the next Prime, Melee 2.0. We've teased the Grineer shipyards as well.
Can we say what the next prime is?
Well,
think
Miki
it's-
said it's 90% chance it's Rhino or Loki.
Oh, he already
And
said
people
that.
expected it with Update 12. People
I saw the
asked.
concept for it, and oh my god.
Zenato says are these things being pushed just soon after update 12? Like, where's the next batch of Prime
They're
stuff?
right around the corner.
And the answer is it is coming, probably along with Melee 2.0, I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, with Melee
Yes.
2.0 will come the Prime.
Straight answer.
Yes, there you go.
And when is that?
Only straight talk here.
Yeah.
And
no,
you said by the
sorry.
end, there's a lot of
Oh, I
connecting
said
dots,
something.
so.
Yeah.
All
You say
right.
lots of things.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
Most of it's bullshit.
And we teased
That's why they didn't give me a mic.
my
until
turn.
now.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a mic anymore. Polymelodic asks in the question and A thread, merch.
Merch.
I think we have a little teaser of the finally.
No way.
Yes.
Oh.
The merch store. They were asking. We've talked about merch for months now.
Sheldon's so ugly, he broke the store.
Sheldon is so ugly that he broke the stream. We do have the merch store. The design is
bad?
done.
Sheldon, I didn't know what you did.
You look very anime. That's pretty awesome.
What was the comment before, guys? Was it squeaky clean and oh so sexy?
Oh, yeah.
was,
Yeah.
was something that was said?
And guess what? Squeak model.
Geoff said that.
Why male models?
Yeah. Where's
Why
the
male
female
models?
model? There's
Well,
the female model that.
When you have this,
Yes.
what other option is?
No.
I have shots.
No, you don't. No, that was a
have
joke
shots.
regarding.
You're tweeting?
No, Zoolander would say why male models when
Oh,
he does
see,
something
right,
dumb,
right,
and
I
then
see.
you did something with the void tables that was dumb. So, and now that you're a
Oh.
male model,
What table?
so now I'm going to say
Okay,
why
okay,
male
okay,
models
all right.
every time
Hold on, I'm
you.
coming to the camera with a shot.
No, don't. There's no point. We have more to talk about.
No. We're, this has to be seen.
Well, it'll take me a minute. You go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, no, there's so yeah, we do have a few things to share as well for housekeeping. Is 24-hour reactor alert after the stream, so the usual reactor. We have a few more things to show in terms of weapons and specialized weapons coming. Scott, I saw
Don't
you.
we have some art sets as well? Like some
Yeah, we have.
new
We've
locations?
shown screenshots of the the Grenier.
Yeah, we got that in time?
Yeah, did we get that video in time?
Yes.
Yes. Why don't you? We have a video of the next tile set coming.
Oh, very cool.
No, don't, Sheldon. That camera doesn't. No, don't. It's not even worth it.
Get right up in there.
Why would you do
Is
this?
this the new top? Oh, this is the new top set.
Yes,
This
it is
is
a
a-
reactor.
Okay, sorry. Let's look at good stuff.
This is a preview. That is a very dark preview
Oh, yeah.
of the shipyard set that's coming.
It runs really fast.
It's very dark.
Very dark. Buddha?
It might just be our room.
Yes. Yeah, your monitors.
This stuff is looking really great. Yeah, we just want to show you guys that it is real. We've shown you kind of. I think this is one of the first sets we've shown really
There's a lot of concepts.
from concept
Yep.
right into whips,
Yep.
right into
Yeah, we have-
now it's in the game. So it's looking really great. So,
I think if the Grenier lived in Mordor, this is what it would be.
yeah.
Yeah. It's mostly black, people are saying.
Oh, okay. It's very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Not
This
the-
is the darkest timeline. This is the darkest timeline.
Speak up, Scott.
Speak up, Scott.
Did you turn my mic off?
Nope.
No. I mumble. I'm
My
sorry.
mark.
Hmm?
Nothing.
And then we brought some weapons.
Yes,
Some
more-
new weapons.
yes. Because
Hey.
actually, there was a question. Someone saying major updates, more frequent reinforcements, because we are doing the reinforcements every week, basically, with weapons in them. So is this kind of a look at what's coming down the road?
This is in the pipe.
Yep.
I'm not sure release dates for everything, but obviously this is stuff that's coming.
Yep.
I'm really excited for this one.
The katana.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
A
I love the
real-
guard design. When you're being stabbed, you see the cool lotus symbol. I think that's
Oh,
really
like at the base.
yeah, like so you
Yeah.
can see it in the. In the
Oh
image.
my gosh.
So
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was
can see it
really
on the
rad.
screen.
Timeline on this, I'm not exactly sure. This is just stuff that Carrie
Yeah.
gave to me to basically show off, and there's
It's so elegant.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing.
It's been far too long since we had a sword like this in the game. This is the lever action rifles set. So this is a rifle,
Why are
and
there
then
cats on it?
and then there's cats on it because apparently they knew you were going to be here. So
Those are probably for you.
yeah. So this is a rifle and also a pistol version of kind of the same gun. So
Holy
you know
crap.
this is a tradition in the westerns where they cut down their shotguns. So this is a Terminator style lever action rifle gun. So you hopefully will get all the cool reloads that come with that. I think this is really soon. I hate saying soon, but it might actually be next week's
I don't know if
Set.
it's next week.
Jeff's gonna make it not next week, so
Well,
as well,
at least the pistols anyway, because there has to be code so we can do right hand, left hand, or
Oh my
left hand,
God.
right hand animations.
Awesome.
yeah.
So,
But it is definitely coming.
Yes, in a time
I'm
that is not.
saying.
It looks very far along. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. This is
Well,
the.
you brought a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
This is a request actually from, I think Glenn requested this one, which is Corpus Freeze Ray. So this is what this is. It feels very, very, very Corpus.
Yeah.
So this is coming at some point.
That's great.
That's what I'm going to say from now on. Coming at some point.
Coming at some point.
TM.
That's going to get just as much.
Holy crap!
negativity.
So it's going to be
Yeah.
something that just the synapse
So
has. It's
this type of concept is pretty far along. The modeling would start from this.
right.
So yeah.
And then we have one more. Two more?
One more? Two more.
What's this?
So this is, I think it's labeled as an acid rifle for the Grenier. Again, some of these things get changed up as they get made. So, but it's a very cool concept and it is very far along.
Holy
I like
crap.
the acid canister or
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah,
Let's see
again,
the reload on that.
some of the stuff starts out as this is the concept for it, and then when we actually start to implement it, it gets bent and changed and to what fits. So this might be that. It might be something else.
All right.
You may never see this gun ever.
This is for those for the
There's several
reinforcements.
possibilities.
But
From
possibilities
everything.
are.
And then
never see.
this is quite far along.
Yeah, this is the 10 crossbow.
As a
the-
primary?
Yes, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what scale looks like and whatnot. But
Right.
yeah, this is basically a 10 crossbow. So
Oh, that's so cool.
it's a very, very cool looking weapon.
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah, it looks great, that one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so there's
you
a
can see that in
button.
Oberon's hands.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Oberon.
Oberon running around.
And then you just stand still and it's like, oh, there's a tree over there.
I think we're on lag, but someone said, I want more Tenno guns. And
boom, boom.
yeah,
you go,
there you go, crossbow.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Nice.
trying to make sure that every faction gets something, and we're cycling through them. I've had a large amount of, we'll call it fan mail, that the chem labs are being ignored,
Right.
and that they need more things in the dojo. Definitely, we're going to add more.
Excellent.
We added another lab. I know that it's make sure that each faction's represented, and each faction starts getting things.
Yeah.
So,
It'll be the Grenier Death Squad that drops that stuff.
the who?
The who? Tell me.
Nothing?
But why not? Why not tell
By
us?
mail models.
But why
One
me
mil
models?
Tenno crossbow plus an Oberon.
That is awesome.
What is this?
That is
Yeah,
excellent.
so lots of weapons coming, and lots of other things coming, actually. The weapons team, I think, is going to start to branch out and add some
Oh,
new
I
stuff
saw
to the
some
game.
pretty
yeah,
crazy
those
stuff.
melee contest stuff is coming.
Yeah, the melee
Yeah,
stuff.
the contest stuff is getting
yeah.
it
We were
up.
going to show that today, the winners, but I think they've already been
Yeah,
shown.
we showed them on the stream.
Yeah, and
Megan did.
I think that's just repeating, but they are, like you said, tashed out. And
Yep.
They're being made.
Excellent. Scoring a Burrito asks, the Get Me 50 Oxium and I'll give you a reward mission was nice. Do we plan on implementing more straightforward quests like that? So that one, the Oxium, was obviously a lead up to what was update 12.
Yep.
So what kind of future does that kind of quest situation have? Anything? Everything? Eye shiftings back and forth?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
You're-
We'll all
you're-
just say yes.
You're just gonna say
yes
yes.
is the answer.
So more of that kind of thing will come that has...
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be tied into that the proxy wars and gaining standing
Right,
within
okay.
those factions.
And you can get those quests inside
Inside the
inside
station.
Your station.
Yep.
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 Ooh.
Inside your station with all your
Find a
buddies.
guy and he comes and tells
A
you.
guy in a back room.
An
Kinda back
NPC in
room.
there just kind of...
Yep.
Squeaky clean
Oh,
and-
Yep.
interesting.
What'd you say?
Squeaky clean.
I think
Guy in a back room.
some of the things I think
Jeff
we
said
talked
that.
about was like the one-off stuff is really takes us a lot of time and really
Yeah.
derails the team to make.
Yeah.
And we want to try to push that stuff into a more systemic thing. So
Expand on
that
that a little bit?
Darvo.
Well, yeah, like the Dark Alert we just did is
Yep.
is an example of something that
Yep.
like we love the stuff that it delivered in terms of delivering the lore and
Yep.
kind of introducing some concepts, but at the same time it's really one-off. Like we can't really do much
Yeah,
with
totally.
that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And so we want to have something that kind of strikes the balance that we can make variety and deliver lore and story, but at the same time isn't so one-off that it doesn't. The context
Yeah.
has to.
Absolutely, and I think the introduction of something like that still feels like an event.
Yeah.
But then a player who comes a month later can still maybe get that same cool feel of what Darvo is like and what his relationship with his father is like.
I think one of the places I do
Family
forget.
drama is huge in Warframe.
Someone in the
Warframe
forums-
is about families.
Warframe is family. Well, Nix and Excal, bro and sis. I don't know.
Yep.
No, with that, people were basically requesting a chance to replay these Darbo things because, like you said, once they've come, like the PS4 Darbo alert just ended, I think, today. The PC one that's on right now is going to end on Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
So they wanted to like put them in the Codex to just be able to play them again because, like you were saying, they're
That sounds
gone.
like a really good idea.
Well, they agree with us then.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
that's,
a
what,
great
that's
idea.
what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We love these alerts. Like they are a bunch of work to do, but
Yep.
they're very fun, and I think they add wrinkles to the game. And those one-offs are very fun. But again, making them so they work again and they're available again is something we need to figure out. So, are you just turning it over to blank pages to make up questions now?
No, I guess, no, I was just making sure I had all the
Hell yeah. Is there a mod question? Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Hey, I get excited about answers.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that the 80 point drain one?
No, this is
No.
this is a different damage mod idea.
Damage mods that are
Hell
so-
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like because if there's a damage mod that fosters like crazy bonus damage on unaware enemies, it could help make stealth more viable.
Why are you looking at me?
Because we always talk about stealth together.
Yeah.
It's funny because we had this conversation recently.
Or
No, me
us
and
two?
you.
Yes,
we
we-
were. You were talking about Banshee, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with Banshee before the update. And you said her only one ability that needs tweaking is
Silence.
silence,
Yep.
and I agree with that.
Because it's-
But the problem is we do plan to add more stealth to the game, and silence will become very, very strong once
Right.
that's done. But the problem is the here and now.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
there is going to be additions made to her power. What those are, I'm not sure.
Right.
But I don't want to remove the ability that she was intended to have, which was giving that stealth option. So I think we'll have to strike a balance.
Oh,
but
I just think
it's
that-
definitely on our mind, and it's definitely not just off the radar. I'm going to answer for Jeff now.
Yeah, okay,
Should
you can
I-
answer
should I,
first.
like-
Oh.
There you go.
There.
That's better.
Hey. Imagine if this was the Team Canada that went to the Olympics.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
win.
We'd win.
We definitely win
Let's
squatting,
see.
lifting,
Olympics.
weights.
I'd do a
Winter
wrist
events.
shot right into the basket.
A whisk shot?
It was just, I think that's really interesting about because we've talked since stream one about,
Yes, stealth is.
no, not stealth, I'm saying giving,
Yes, stealth.
yes, stealth as
Yes.
well, but giving Warframes
Yes.
a fifth power, right? And you're saying generic
Fifth?
powers are coming.
Who said
giving
that?
Warframes
Power.
another set of powers. We've talked about this. I have.
We just talked about it.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying another set. Like,
A whole different set?
we've conversationally
You're gonna
discussed
give me
this
an
in
aneurysm.
stream. Hey, Vegetable Basket, if you're
There's
watching,
18
you just link me
Warframes.
that and I'll get it. No. We just talked about making a new Warframe power for each frame that you
The
can
generic
switch it out.
one.
The generic
one.
ones,
We talked
yes.
about that.
Yes, I know, but couldn't you turn if you?
There
if,
was a hell yes, I think,
I
somewhere.
don't know if silence became super viable in the stealth that's coming. Would you not want every Warframe to potentially benefit from stealth, meaning
Not
that
really.
silence becomes
No, because then,
No.
then you lose the role.
The co-op, right?
right? You need the role.
You want
You
her
need
to be
Banshee.
in there to silence, and then Ash to jump in there and assassinate, right?
right.
Yes.
Ideally.
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 But the generics
Idealistically.
will let people, I
Yep.
think, experience some of those more mixed builds.
So with generic powers, we'll be able to sub out their silence or
Right.
other powers
in
order to get other things.
You guys,
Oh my god.
this is why you shouldn't be reading.
I know.
We're just reading. We're just going with requests. We're taking requests.
Are we done? I feel like we're kind of.
We're gonna single
derailing.
Canada and then we're done.
Oh.
Oh god.
En français.
Oh, Jeff started Jeff something?
Oh.
So,
Mandate.
yeah, a huge part of animation feedback has been
Yeah.
Parkour 2.0, and I know you've been watching the threads and
Yeah.
talking about it. So
Yeah,
what happened
definitely.
today when I asked you if you had any parkour stuff?
No,
to
you
show?
asked me if we had any content to share, and at first I said no. There was nothing. It was all mostly nothing that really polished enough.
But
And I was like, oh, Rebecca, we have a video that can show kind of where Parkour 2.0 is going to go. And,
I can't wait to see this.
you guys made me show this. This is
Yeah. Jeff did not want to show this. We
no, I
forced
didn't want
him.
to show this.
It's amazing work in progress from his team.
the starting.
Yeah.
What is this, mocap of you, Jeff?
That's how I get to work every day.
Coming Coming to an ultimate near you.
The video is even called Fancy too.
Coming to Parkour 2.0.
Yes.
I got a couple with an
Yes.
ultimate that uses the end part.
Please.
That's cool.
Please.
I think we should run a contest.
The best thing is that we're investigating new
investigating?
We're investigating new motion capture setups, and that's some data that one of them has that you can download
Yeah.
and apply to your rig,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
People wanted lore.
But Rebecca totally bought that I was serious about that being Parkour 2.0. She totally thought I was serious. I was like, Rebecca, no, it's just a joke.
A, I didn't want to disrespect your authority and say, Geoff, that looks horrible. Two, I was excited about the idea of Parkour 2.0 being a thing. So I was like, well, if you got to start somewhere, you can start with a half pipe.
Start with the roller skates. Yeah. Okay.
Three, I thought it was you rollerblading, so I didn't want to insult your rollerblading.
No.
Who's doing the movement on that?
That
Who's in the
was
suit.
that was some actor
Geoff.
for some motion capture company.
Oh,
That was in,
Don't let him
yeah.
lie.
I guess that kind of does.
I wish
Geoff
I
doesn't
had
fit in the mocap suit.
I don't fit in the mocap suit.
Dad's 2.0.
Why can't that be the most ultimate emote ever?
Yeah.
10,000
That's what you're gonna do
platinum.
In the hubs.
in the hubs.
The hubs, you're gonna
Yeah.
spin around like that.
So
Like Star Wars
ridiculous.
Galaxies, couldn't you be like a dancer as a profession?
Yes, you could.
Just saying.
Here we giving
Yep. It's actually a
Java.
roller hall over
Platinum, platinum.
Yeah.
Roller hall.
All right.
Some disco.
Thank you for ending the stream.
So we're gonna end with some platinum.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go some more.
Okay.
Oh, where'd it go?
Jesus.
Here we go. We're gonna give away platinum. Roll the
She
dice.
finally gets to hit the button.
I
That's
know,
why she's
that's-
so excited. Not that it's from.
She just
Sheldon.
wanted to push the.
Revenant
Yay,
102 wins
They can't hear you
1,000
now.
platinum.
Who? Revenant?
Revenant.
Revenant.
REVENANT 102. 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page or no, only message our Twitch page with your PSN ID or Warframe alias, and we will hook you up.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Is
All
there any
right.
other questions we should answer?
Any other
We're
questions we
really
should
late
answer?
today.
Let's see what chat can come up with.
But we've been here for
Well, we've been
over
here.
an hour.
Have we?
Yep.
All right. I'm out of
I'm
here.
not saying that we should.
Well, we're gonna do one more just because you said that, though.
Yeah.
Are we?
What?
Well, because he said it,
man.
and
Jaywalker's
time is
gonna
latent,
kick your-
So
All right.
latency equals. Oh, Tiger Uppercut. Sheldon, change Void Survival Rewards back to 15 minutes, please. Here, I'll give you this back. There you go. Let's see, emotes. They are getting /meditate/kneel and
I
stuff.
think everyone's just too distracted by the
Yeah.
video we showed.
Yeah.
For the dance.
That's a good way. That's a good way. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it there. Dance, Pac-Man,
Yeah.
complex boss mechanics.
Nice.
Now all the
Pretty
questions are coming. The
complex.
latency is
Yeah.
like 2 minutes, I would say.
Is it 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, here, hey, look, Tiger.
See, now
Bomber.
the questions are coming.
Don't watch the Olympics play Warframe.
Yeah,
my
Nami
message.
Cakes, still negative Oxy Nintendo research. We did run a script yesterday that fixed several cases of that. I'm not sure what's
Is that
going
a
on.
support ticket?
Sean's looking at it right now. And yes, do send a support ticket in the meantime.
Yep. And I saw someone who said they had a problem with a trade.
Support.
And that is definitely a support.warframe.com
One job.
issue. We'll get you fixed up right away.
One job. To make the thing go.
Good job. What about Vayhek? Let's close it with coming soon, Vayhek.
He is. Yeah, he's still getting rigged.
All right.
Is he
Heck
coming
is
Is he coming at the same time that Melee 2.0 and the new?
I don't want to
Prime
commit to
mic?
that.
Really?
I don't want
Yeah.
to commit to that.
Heck is really, really complex.
He's crazy
He ended
complex.
up being
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
more complex than originally spec'd out to be. And when he was finally modeled, Minky broke everybody with it.
He did.
He literally broke the entire modeling department,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
animation department.
Yeah.
All right.
He really
his
did.
mind finally broke
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh no. Well, people have been asking for more complex boss fights, so if this
Here
can
it comes.
deliver,
This is pretty wacky.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
This is right out there.
He's definitely being worked on.
yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. I
More
support
bosses
it.
are in the pipe. And
There's a lot of stuff that we haven't
Yep.
talked about.
2014, we got a whole year.
Neff and Durf are
Yep.
in there.
Yep.
Durf? Stream over.